Hello student, now I'm going to discuss about linked list based stack. Now this is a very common question coming in every board exam. Now mostly they are going to ask you to define any function of the stack such as push or pop. They provide you a structure uh, node which might contain, for example, some integer data and address to the next node, and this is how the structure is given. Now you need to define the class stack, and in this stack you have function you just need to have one data member, which is top. Now what you are going to do, you need to create a constructor for this, and this constructor, in this constructor you will set the top is equal to null. Fine. Now we have a void push and void pop function. Now it in board exams mostly they are going to ask you either one of the function to define, either it's a push or a pop. Now in case if it is a push function, how you define? So it's an outside external definition, so you're going to write void stack push. The very first thing, you're going to create a temporary node. So you're going to create a temporary node temp. Okay, let's see, the name is ptr equal to new node. Now you have created a new node. After creating the new node, you need to check whether this node is really created or not. So you write ptr null, and if the value of ptr is null, that means your stack overflows. This overflows means the stack is full. Now if this is not the condition, so that means stack overflows and returns, so here the function ends. Otherwise what you need to read the data. So to store the data in the function, what we can do is use the scene, and with the help of our pointer we are going to read the data. Okay, so after reading the data, there's one very important thing. As we don't know the next address at this next node at this time, so what we are going to do, we set this value to null. Now there are two cases. Now we are going to modify the value of top. If top is equal to null, which means the stack is empty. So it's very straight simple. You can write top is equal to ptr. So this is done. But if it is not the case, then obviously it is last in first out. So the ptr is the new node, and this new node is going to attached in front of the previous node. So what this new node's next address will be the present top address. Present list of this top is keeping the address of the stack, so we put the top's address into this, so we have attached. So now the entire stack is the next after the ptr, and the top will be now the ptr. Now this is here what we've done with the stack. Now we come to the next one. This is the pop. Now in case of pop function, the very first thing we have to see if our top is equal to null, then obviously stack underflows. Underflows means it's empty and you return. Now the data is already there, so if you want, so what we do before doing anything with the top, we take a temporary node ptr, and in this ptr we are going to store the value of top. So this is done. Now we can tell which value we are going to pop. So this value popped can be shown by, with the help of a ptr, we say data. This is it done. Now the only thing left is we have to shift the top to the next location. So it will be top arrow next, and then we can simply delete PTR. So these are the common steps which you need to do for any stack. And if you wish to display the elements of stack, that too is a, let's see, the function is show. And if here also, like if the stack is empty, obviously there is nothing for you to do, so you can simply return. But otherwise you can not modify the top, but you will take in the same way like a pop function, you will take a temporary pointer and then you will keep moving the pointer till you reach the null value. Okay, and each time you are going to print the PTR data. What is the data? Okay, you give some space or new line character will do, and then you are going to PTR equal to PTR arrow next, and end of while, end of this, end of the function. Okay, after doing this we can if you want to write the function in the main, but it is normally not asked. So you can see it's a very simple. The question will be this data is the, so if you look at the structure, you can see it will be either they will give you as a data, or maybe it's given as a city, like Cass city 30, something like that. So the only task which will be here is to read, instead of this you have to read the value for the city. So more or less the format, the template is like this. If you follow it properly, do one revision, you can easily score good marks for this particular problem coming in the boot.